Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Lexi and I'm starting this account with my January wrap up of what I've read in the beginning of the new year, since it is now already February, which is terrifying. I'm graduating high school in 4 months now? Like, that's insane. But I've been really interested in starting a booktube account, and I do have a very small BookTok account that is not very active. I really want a YouTube channel. I think it's more interactive, and I guess welcome if you're seeing this. If not, I'm talking to no one, and that's fine too, because I'm doing this for fun. So I wanted to start with what I've read in the last month, and then I have a little book haul from last week that I want to show you as well. So the first book I read was The Fury by Alex Michaelides. I don't know how to pronounce his name, and that really makes me sad. But this cover is so cool, like the evil eye. The Fury was really good. I rated it a 5-star. I feel like people were very harsh with the reviews on Goodreads because that almost prevented me from even reading this book, but then I really wanted my own opinion because I bought it right when it came out. This released last month, so I really wanted to read it myself. I loved The Silent Patient by him, and I've not read his other book, but they're like both becoming, like, one's becoming like a TV show and one's becoming like a movie. I don't remember which one is which. I don't remember which one's a show and which one's becoming a movie, but I really truly love his writing. This one is told in a very interesting way that I really liked because I've never really read something kind of written in this way, and I'm really sorry for the lighting, may I say that now. I'm up against my bedroom window because the sun is out, but it's getting too high to like include my whole face. So yeah, that was a 5-star for me. It's about a group of these really rich people that go to vacation on a private Greek island that one of them owns, and then a murder happens, and I really can't say anything else. The synopsis really kind of like hooks you in. It's kind of written almost as if you're like watching it. It's kind of like a play because they're all actors and the narrator just tells it in a very interesting way. And if you do choose to pick up this book, I really do need to warn you that it's a lot of talking. It's not always plot driven, but it all wraps around to the ending, which was so amazing. It literally took turns left and right, like over and over and over. I was on FaceTime with my boyfriend finishing this book, and I was just like gasping like every other page because I was like, oh my god, what is going on? My second book of January was The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. Absolutely loved this. I was a little bit nervous because of the fact that it's like repeating a day over and over and over, but I truly love this. Leave it to Lynn Painter to perfect a book like this. This was also a 5-star for me. I love the sprayed edges. They are so freaking cute. My boyfriend got me this for Christmas, and I was letting him choose my books, which might be a video soon, because he really helped me out with this one. I wasn't planning on picking this one up right away, and then he's like, you should read it. And I'm like, okay. So this one is about, what's the main character? Emily. Emily has this perfect Valentine's Day planned out with her boyfriend, and this is not a spoiler, and she shows up to school, and everything goes wrong, including stuff with her boyfriend, and then she has a really bad day, and she falls asleep, and she wakes up back in her bed, which is not where she fell asleep, and it's Valentine's Day again, and she's reliving it in a loop with just bad after bad after bad until she has a correct day. And the MMC, I'm not even going to talk about it because you'll just find out for yourself. It's such a good book, and the cover, it's so cute. The edges, so cute. So if you have the opportunity to get this, get it, especially with the sprayed edges. Just makes it so much better. And I really should have waited till this month to read this, but I'm impatient, so I didn't. because, you know, like, Valentine's Day is in, like, 10 days from when I'm recording this and probably uploading this. But it's fine. Whatever. The next book I read, which I've been highly anticipating, is Wildfire, book number 2 of the Maple Hills by Hannah Grace. The two main characters have a one-night stand at a college party, and they go to their summer camp job the next day, and they're both there without each other knowing. And rule number 1 for the counselors is you cannot date other counselors. That's not allowed. It's forbidden. Completely forbidden. And I just thought this was so cute. It was so sweet. I rated this a 5-star as well. It's been a really good reading month. So I rated Icebreaker a 5-star as well. So I rated Icebreaker a 5-star as well because I'm very much a mood reader. I definitely see people's complaints with the book. Like, it's definitely not, like, top 10, like, literacy books, but I'm reading for fun and romance and maybe a little bit of spice. And this one definitely tamed down way more than Icebreaker did, which I kind of liked because Icebreaker was a little bit excessive, and even, like, I can admit that. Whereas this one, it's way more sweet and romance-based, and then a little bit of spice. And Russ had my heart, like, oh my god. He is literally the sweetest man I think I've ever read about. Sorry, the sun is moving, so now I'm gonna do it on this side. I definitely recommend all 3 books I just talked about. The Fury is a hit or miss. I definitely see people's complaints, and not everybody is into, like, murder mystery. I'm not either, but I still really enjoyed it. And I definitely recommend any Lynn Painter book. And I really recommend Icebreaker and Wildfire if you're into it. Like, I definitely see what's wrong. The lighting is so thrown off right now, I'm sorry. I definitely see people's complaints with Icebreaker, but this one I will not accept criticism on. Absolutely not. And then the last book I read in January, and this was, I did start the first, like, 2.5 weeks in a really bad reading slump. So usually I will probably have more books than this month, but sadly we started the new year with a reading slump. So my next book is Twisted Lies. This was a chunk. I read it on my Kindle because these books are on Kindle Unlimited for free. So this one is about Christian Harper and what is her name? Stella. And I really was excited to have Stella's, like, book because I did read this completely out of order. I read Twisted Hate, Twisted Love, Twisted Games, Twisted Lies. So that's number 3, 1, 2, 4. And you don't really need to read them in order because, like, everything that does happen with the other couples in each book, like, you already know they get together just by the back of the book. So, it doesn't really matter how you read it. Some people read it in order. I didn't. I really didn't plan on reading the whole series, but I rated this a flat 3-star. Excuse the sticker still being on the book. I genuinely don't care because I don't really care about this book. 3 stars is not a low rating. I'm just kind of sick of, like, rich men that, like, hurt people, I guess. Again, I'm a mood reader. So if I read this at a different time, because when I opened this book, I was so in the mood for, like, a man like Christian Harper. And then this is literally over 500 pages. For what? This took slow burn to another annoyingly level. It really did not need to be so long, in my opinion. And for whatever reason, I didn't really like Christian Harper. I don't really know what I didn't like about him. I just didn't really like him. And I just wanted to be done with the book. And I finished it. I could have DNF'd it, yes, but I chose not to because I'm a dummy. Just kidding. I don't regret not DNFing it, but it was really boring for a really long time. Which is really disappointing because this is also my favorite cover out of the series. Like, it's so pretty. And the book just kind of bored me. And now we have a book haul, a small book haul, but in my opinion, small book haul. The first two that I'm going to talk about is Betting on You by Lynn Painter, my queen. And I got the exclusive edition because I like this cover more, whereas the other one has the blue in the background and the pink letters. I thought this just looked cuter, so I got it because, yeah. And then it has special content inside, I guess. Maybe. We'll see. I haven't read it yet. And then the second book I have is Lynn Painter's adult book, Love Wager. I've heard a lot about this book, but I literally never found it, and this is like not even 300 pages long. And I just realized I didn't even talk about what this book is about. I don't really know. They make a bet to prove, the FMC wants to prove that a man and a woman can be friends, and only friends, and probably doesn't work out. But then he has like a secret bet that he made years ago because they didn't like each other in high school, and then they met at work because they become co-workers. That's all I know. The Love Wager, also Lynn Painter, they have like a one night stand or something, and she sneaks out, and then she gets on a dating app or something, and they find each other, but they agree to be each other's wingmen. Well, is that? I'm not gonna say wingmen. That sounds weird. I don't think that's correct. They want to be each other's wingman, and they get tacos every time a date goes bad, which apparently is a lot. And of course, they're probably gonna fall in love in this very, very short book, which is a little alarming. But since it's Lynn Painter, I'm gonna assume I'm gonna like it anyways. And now we're getting into the books that are kind of odd for me because this isn't exactly my genres. We've got The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue or something like that. I can't read that, to be honest. So yeah, I got this book, and in 1714, Adeline meets a dangerous stranger and makes a terrible mistake. It will be 300 years before she stumbles into a hidden bookstore and discovers someone who can remember her, and suddenly everything changes again. So she makes a deal to, I believe, live forever, but everybody will forget her. That's my understanding of the book. And then even more out of character for me, because I am really trying to dip my feet into fantasy, I read Fourth Wing. I've not read Iron Flame yet. I'm almost done with the Caraval series. I'm reading the last book right now, and I'm just trying to dip my feet, and maybe I should take it slower, but I saw these exclusive editions and I couldn't help it. I've got Ninth House, where Alex goes to Yale, and she doesn't understand how because she's a dropout and has this like really, like, how do I word this correctly? She has a troubled life and lifestyle, and she is there to keep an eye on the prestigious secret societies of Yale. And I find that cool because I'm from Connecticut. So, am I going to Yale? No. But look at the sprayed edges and the cover. And then I got the second book because it also had its special edition. And hopefully I liked the series and didn't buy this for nothing. I'm losing my voice. I apologize. And then I got Six of Crows, which is about a big heist or something like that. And it's got all the characters for different purposes. And it's a new Netflix show. Thank you, book, because I'll never forget that with your permanent sticker. Yeah. So that's my book haul. I feel like I don't even feel like I need to explain this book. I feel like everybody on Book Talk or BookTube has heard of this book already. So I'm just going to leave it there. I don't know how frequently I'm going to be posting. It could be once a month, it could be twice a month, or it could be once a week. I'm not sure. If you're watching this, please leave a like, please subscribe. This is my first video ever, and you can expect more, especially in 4 months once I graduate. Have a nice day, night, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Bye.